So this week we're having a very heated debate in the Parliament about money. The question about what will we spend the EU's money on for the next years to come. So it's a multi-annual framework. That's why we have a funny acronym for it, which is called MFF. So this is really about the money and how we're going to spend it in the future, and also where we're going to get it from. There's a big debate among member states. Some member states say, oh, we want to get all the money we can, but we actually don't want to spend any money on the European Union. That, of course, doesn't go together. But at the same time, we also hear many that just want to spend the money on the stuff they always have been spending their money on. And that is not necessarily helpful, because we see, for example, a lot of corruption happening with EU money in many member states. We see also how some tricksters get, for example, agricultural money without doing any sort of agriculture. And from our point of view, this really needs to change. We need to put the money where we want the EU to go in the future. For example, we need to put it into the question of youth employment. We need to put it into a social and ecological transformation of the economy. And we need to put it to prevent climate change and to mitigate the effects. That's where the money needs to go. And of course, for all of that, we need to have a strong EU budget. The EU cannot deal with new tasks that are given by member states without having strong resources. And that's why we need to have a strong budget as well, ideally also coming from so-called own resources. That simply means that member states will not give the money to the EU from their own budget, but that the EU has their own revenues. And we say when we do that, and we want this to happen, then this should come from sources that are polluting the planet and therefore the habitat of all of us. For example, a plastic tax like the Commissioner has actually proposed, or also a carbon tax. So the battle goes on, and we'll see what comes out of that, and we'll keep you informed.